love that I'm with two men that like really admire black women. Can we give it up for that? Because you love black women. And so do you. And
Yeah.
that's very powerful to me. I
That's all
really
I date.
appreciate that.
Damn,
that's
I
all he
think
dates too.
that's
He's never dated a non-black woman, and you've never dated a
I
non-black woman.
think
I think that's so powerful.
dated. That's true, but that could be like changing. Maybe I don't know.
What?
Why you say that?
Why you say that could be
Why you
changing?
say that?
I mean, I'm.
What you doing? What you doing,
like,
big bro?
You know, I go to New York. You know, it's like
Oh, like Colombians and like Dominicans.
I mean that's still adjacent.
Okay.
No, my thing is,
but the majority,
what I'm
99%
public
for
about,
me.
especially with the basketball homies, I roast y'all about white bitches top to bottom.
My mom, she was on that since I was.
He didn't though. His ex-wife is a black woman. He don't play that.
See,
both my baby mamas is black.
But you know me, my sports hit.
Both my baby mamas is black. I think that a lot of people, they are more concerned not necessarily with whether or not black men, I don't know, whether or not black men are actually dating black women, or if wealthy men or men that make a significant amount of resources, if they are dating black women. I don't think women care about black men dating white women. I think that they care about whether or not they're resourceful and if those resources are being spent within a black community. It's really a weird dynamic. If you a dusty dude that majority of chicks don't want, then I don't think it really matters. If you don't have no resources, I don't really think it matters. They're like, oh yeah, I expect that, whatever. Let them go over to Comic-Con or something like that, right? But if you are a guy that you know has a profile of significance or whatever, there's starting to be a lot more pushback as to why you're dating a woman outside of your race. If Shannon Sharp had been dealing with, because you know he's reignited this conversation. If Shannon Sharp had been dealing with a younger black woman, I know it wouldn't even have been remotely as much pushback. But the minute that they found out that the girl was white, man, race is the dumbest thing that people are leaning into. They don't lean on principle. They don't lean on whether or not it's right or wrong. They don't lean on whether or not the person is making a smart decision or not. Everything is based off of representation. If you have a black woman by your side, then you're going to only receive 25 to 30% of the hit of whatever it was that you were going to experience. But if you have a white girl, oh man, they're going to multiply it times 300%, 100%. That's what he get. I can't believe he doing an electric slide. We don't want him at the barbecue anymore and all of that other type of stuff. People going to flip on you. The minute that they find out the person that you associate with is the time that they start to flip on you. They ain't even tripping about whether you did something, whether you didn't do nothing. They going to still listen to your music. They going to still support you. They don't care what it is. But the minute that you step outside and you start rocking out with snow bunnies or you start, you know, drinking that vanilla milk, it's over. It's absolutely over. It's crazy how that works, right? That we still stuck on that in 2025 and beyond.
History is not the best, so we already had this talk before.
I told you, I came from East Oakland, moved to East LA to Inglewood. Like I didn't even know how to even talk to a white person till I got to Kansas. Like I didn't even know, they didn't understand my language. Like I'll be talking, they'd be like, "What?"
Do you feel like? Why do you feel like men, especially NBA players, get with the white women? Is it because they're easy, quote unquote?
I got some theories, but I really want to hear it from him.
I do too. I want to hear it too.
I honestly think that maybe they appreciate maybe more and they apologize more.
Listen.
Now, I just so happen to believe that they are no different than any other women. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that we are very much confused and caught up in this whole race thing, but I think it's more about culture. Because I know some white girls that did nothing but talk to black guys, and they talk, act, and they rock out, and they think, honestly, you might as well just think they got on, their birthmark is really them, that's their color, and the way that they really are, like my man that was in that movie, the way that he was really are. You know, the rest of them is the birthmark. But it's culture. It's 100% culture. I've seen, and we've all publicly seen, some white women that have finessed the crazy stank out of a dude's bank account. 100%. But for whatever reason, they think that the grass is greener on the other side. I don't. I think that all women are operating with the same mentality in Western culture. And I don't think it's too much difference in how they see men. They all want the same thing. I think that white men are dealing with the same issues that black men are dealing with when it comes to the Western women in America. I think that, you know, white guys was the first passport bros. But really, what Paul Pierce is saying to me and how I translate this is that they're just finessing more effectively. They know how to apologize. They know how to get a guy back in their good graces. They focus on the bag. They focus on the objective. And that's the thing that they... And so, you know, they're not going to be as cantankerous. They're not going to be as outwardly disrespectful. They're going to be more apologetic. They're going to be more submissive. You know, they're going to lean into their femininity. And it doesn't matter whether they got kids, don't have kids, whatever. They're going to make themselves available to the top, and they're not going to give a whole lot of issues while they're in a position to come up. But the minute that they come up, then that's when they start to take advantage of it. I mean, you've seen multiple different people, all the way from, what was it, Tim Duncan's? I think, didn't Tim Duncan have some issues with his wife or something like that? Don't get me to line, but Tim Duncan, all of those type of guys, right? These guys, Tiger Woods, he got caught up. All of these guys get their ass kicked. And that's not to say that there's not some good white girls, because I'm sure that there are some good white girls. But a lot of these guys get beat up in court, get their money taken, and it happens on both sides. It happens across the board. So, you know, I hate that people keep thinking that something is better than it really is, when in reality, you're dealing with the same thing across the board.
Listen, I'm scared. Hold on.
No.
Let's hold on.
I mean, you know,
I had an interview with
they
Not the apology.
don't mind being held accountable.
I'm so scared of this, y'all, because I had an interview with Columbus Short, and I asked him this similar question. And
Oh,
he
was
said
she the chick
something,
that interviewed?
and I got dragged for filth. I was on Breakfast Club. I was on Shea Room. I had death threats for so long from black women because they said I laughed when he said that. So let me not laugh. I don't have nothing to do with this.
I mean, that's what
black.
I think.
I'm black.
Know.
He don't know, though, because he dates black women, period. So do not come for him.
Yo, just say what y'all got to say. I don't want to hear all of that. But the point is that there's a perception that there's more submission, but I just think that it's more about finessing. That's my personal belief. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.